Today I'll be discussing the Asahi Optical Company of Japan's SMC Takumar 55mm f1.8 lens, this one over here. Any review or conclusions drawn from working with a vintage lens will be subjective, and it will be influenced by the condition of the lens being used in the test. So this one specifically today. This is not a laboratory analysis of this lens. Okay, disclaimer out of the way. The Takumar brand was named after the Japanese-American portrait painter Takuma Kajinwara, the brother of Kumao Kajinwara, who founded the Asahi Optical Company, which in turn was later referred to as Pentax after the brand it owned, and is currently as Pentax a division of the greater Ricoh company. Now, up until 1975, with the launch of the Pentax K-mount bayonet mounting system, the lenses were dubbed SMC Takumar or Super Multi-Coated Takumar, also Super Takumar, at which time the lenses were branded SMC Pentax. Now, forum participants will often refer to these lenses simply as Super Tax or Tax or anything to that effect. From 1958 to 1975, there was about 9 variations produced of the 55mm Takumar lens, and according to takumarguide.weebly.com, there were 7,597,107 Takumar lenses manufactured in total. This SMC Takumar 55mm bears the product code 37108. Now, the product code is engraved under the auto manual diaphragm switch. Now, if you search for the product code online, you will find that it was manufactured in Japan in 1975 and is the very last iteration of the 55mm with the M42 lens mount, and the last 55mm to be branded Takumar. The lens sports the very popular M42 screw mount. The lens has 6 glass elements, and at least one of the elements is coated with a radioactive material called thorium oxide, which was used to minimize chromatic aberrations. Now, some of these lenses goes yellow over time because of this radioactive coating, and it is a common occurrence with lenses like this. Now, do not worry, these lenses are not harmful to use, according to most sources. The lens has 6 aperture blades, giving rise to the hexagonal flare balls, a suitably fast f1.8 to f16. The minimum focus distance is 45 centimeters. The filter size is 49mm, a fairly common size, which makes it easy to find filters and accessories for this lens even today. It weighs 201 grams. The length is 38mm and the diameter is 59mm. The focus throw radius is 270 degrees. My copy of this lens has definitely seen better days, and the filter thread is damaged and bent. It has obviously seen some action, but the barrel and the aperture ring, diaphragm switch, and general feel is still quite sturdy. There's minor movements, but it's all still good. There are some dust spots visible in the lens and on the elements, but thankfully no big scratches or fungus as yet. The focus throw is even more smooth and stable than the Canon FD 50mm lenses that I've used and reviewed, but the long 270-degree focus throw makes it difficult to throw focus from minimum focusing distance all the way to infinity in one action, like that. But it does, however, give you smooth focus control for a focus pull in video without, the jarring quick focus movements that you get with a shorter focus from. Now, for video, a follow focus system would be advisable if you wish to do long focus pulls. The focus breathing is well contained for a cheap lens, and this is a cheap lens. Now, getting sharp focus at f1.8 through a small viewfinder on a small screen, especially in video, is not that easy, and especially if you are older than 40, as I am. At f1.8 there is visible fringing and ghosting in some of the highlights, but it's reasonably sharp, and the sharpness, fringing and ghosting improves considerably the moment you stop down from f1.8, as one would expect. There is no discernible edge distortion or vignetting. To me, the bokeh seems pleasing and smooth enough. The lens seems very neutral. The color strikes me as being somewhat more muted than the Canon FD lenses, but that is generally a very subjective observation, and it's hugely influenced by lighting and the colors in the scene and even the monitor that you use. The price trend, according to some Pentax forums, can range from $45 to $160. My own research suggests that only $40 to $50 for a used lens in reasonable condition seems to be more likely. My own I bought recently along with a broken Pentax Spotmatic camera for $15 if you convert it from South African Rand. I ventured out with the lens on several occasions at different times of the day and created the images and the montage you are about to see. Conclusion, from a vibe point of view, I really like this lens. You know, scenes just seem right when you compose through this lens. If you're into street photography or even portraiture, analog, digital, stills or video, I can recommend this lens confidently, and especially at this price. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider liking, subscribing, pressing the notification button, commenting, sharing, or interacting with it in whatever way you seem appropriate. I will put some links down in the description to where you can find this lens, and yes, these will be affiliate links. Until next time, cheers.